In this video, I'm going to be talking about the essentials of virtual try-ons, the basic functions you need to include, as well as some optional features you can implement depending on the situation. Let's get right into it. So before you even start, make sure that you have components of your brand identity prepared. Know what colors you're going to use, know what fonts you're going to use, and prepare coherent and visually appealing product images and graphics so that when you put it all together, it looks beautiful and the UI looks clean. Now, the first essential is obviously going to be your brand logo. You want people to associate the virtual try-on with your brand, and that's especially important if you're doing more of a physical marketing campaign where it isn't necessarily clear that it's your brand's try-on. When people are going to scan QR codes at a mall, again, it's not clear that it's your brand's virtual try-on until you include your logo in the experience. Generally, it is at the top of the screen above, the face if you're doing glasses try-ons, and above the entire body if you're doing any shirts or pants try-ons. So I made this quick and simple UI just to show you the placement of generally where the components go. So you have your brand logo at the very top of the phone. And I'll tie this into the rest of the essentials that we're going to be talking about. So the next essential is to either have a swipeable or left and right button to tap on to switch between the different products of your brand. You don't want to fill the screen with like 10 or 20 of these different product buttons. It'll just make it cluttered, it'll make it look ugly and unusable. A simple three picture button displaying different products where then the customers can access, the rest of the products with a swipe feature or a button feature is a lot more intuitive and a lot cleaner to look at. So the third essential is a Shop Now button. Look, at the end of the day, the virtual try-on is here to help convert potential buyers into actual customers to drive more sales. And if you haven't already watched my previous videos, it goes into the benefits of having a virtual try-on. So I'll leave that in the description for you to watch after watching this video. The Shop Now button is, look, absolutely essential because it's a call to action button. You want to guide your potential customer in the background throughout the entire experience. So once they're done trying on whatever it is, whether it's glasses, for example, they're like, okay, well, what's next? Well, the only path for them after trying it on is to buy it, right? So you want to make that, again, as frictionless and streamlined as possible. You don't want your customer to get off the experience, then have to go to Google or Safari, and then type in your brand name, spend more time trying to find the specific product that they were trying on the experience. You simply want to have the Shop Now button directly linked to the current product page of the try-on. That way, they can just buy it right away. And let's go back to my visual here. As you can see, I included a Shop Now button at the very bottom. I think it looks great there, and it's something that you can implement in the same space if you're going to create your virtual try-ons. Now, the last essential I'll be talking about today is a take picture button. When people are out shopping, they always ask their friends or family, how does this product look on me? And look, virtual try-ons are really cool. And if your customer or potential customer shares them having, a product try-on, share it to their friends will likely be like, wow, how do I try this myself? I want to see how the glasses, how the shirt, how the shoes look on me. So including a picture button, again, allows the shareability factor of the experience to really be accessed, and it helps bring in organic traffic to your brand. All right, let's talk about the two optional features that you could include depending on the situation. And the first one is the product description. Now, I don't recommend having a product description set to default on the experience when they open it up. Otherwise, the screen will just be cluttered with too many words, too many things. And since it's on a phone, it'll look too messy. What I recommend if you want to include a product button is to just have a button that opens up a text of the product description, and then you could click it again to minimize it. That way it always looks clean and it's there if the customer wants to know more about your product. The second feature is the second optional feature is a review form. Now, this depends on what the virtual try-on is trying to accomplish. For example, if the virtual try-on is in your store, I do not recommend including a review form in the experience itself. Anything on your store page should be optimized to convert, and that includes the virtual try-on. Nothing, no elements, no components of the experience itself should do anything other than convert and push the sale forward. Now, if your virtual try-on is more part of a marketing campaign, for example, then it makes sense, to have a button to access a review form. That way you can get data, you can get feedback from those engaging in the virtual try-on when you're running your marketing campaigns. So, if you believe that your brand can benefit even just a little bit from virtual try-ons, reach out to me and my team. I will leave our email down in the description. It is max@thothar.com. Let's chat. Let's see if we're the right fit. And if we are, let's do some business.